Alright, wow, just in time. It looks like we just started the game. I'm still setting up stream like usual, but hi guys, welcome back to the next esports game. Like I said, we had a double week this week here, and immediately we see our very own Elf, who plays Lucas, going up against a Link player from Pima High School. That is our opponent today, and Elf is getting actually a lot of good percent going as I'm setting up stream here. So, just stand by real quick, and actually that downer will kill. That is one spike. Let's see how many spikes Elf can get inside this game. Last time, I think he got like 3 or 4 spikes against his opponent, so we will see how he does today. And Elf actually is getting a lot of extra credit so far inside the stock. This Link player actually on their back foot here. Link almost dies there from Elf's back air, but here goes Elf getting those PK fires, racking up that percent. And Link has been in disadvantage this whole time. Here goes the Elf. Alright, Link trying to get back up on his feet here. Elf is not making it easy. That is the second spike of this set. Wow, that is the second stock and second spike. Really good job to Elf. They're getting those spike kills to get a super early stock, and a little bit of lag coming in from one of the DMs here. But it stops, and we are back. Elf trying to end the stock early. Another up smash from Link will get Elf up to 61%. Border, PK fire. Elf at this point is in a very favorable position. Elf can kind of just lock it on. Oh, that's it. I was gonna say he can lock in and kind of just take things slow here, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna take things super fast here. Getting yet another early stock with that PK freeze. Alright. Well, just jumping right into the action there, but hi guys, welcome back to the esports stream. So once again, second time this week because we had our week 6 makeup game since this is our last week of our third quarter, so we will be going on break here for 2 weeks. But for now, we see Elf, you're getting that first victory against that Link, and while we're in this fanning phase here, I'll explain what's going on. So we're up against Pima High School today, as you can see in the top center, and they play Link for this character, and basically the scores in the yellow are the current set scores. So Elf won the first game, so he will take the first. You'll see his score is 1 inside of the yellow box. But then at the very bottom, this is the score we want to get to the highest number. So at the bottom center of that scoreboard, underneath our school emblem, we have the overall score. So basically, if you win your set, you score a point for your team, and first to 3 points wins the game. So Elf right now is making a very good position here to get to that first win out of 3 that we need to win this game and become 6-0 on the season. Alright, looks like we have a switch to Greninja. Alright, just got confirmation from Elf, switch to Greninja. Alright, this will hopefully be a little bit more of an intense set here for our very own Elf. Getting those really good games is going to be helpful, especially when you get to the playoffs at the end of the season. So the top teams in our division will be put into a bracket with other teams from the other different divisions, A through F, and we're in Division G, and we will be put up against probably like 2 or 3 of those top people from each division, and we're put through a high stakes bracket for the championship of the season. So that will be very interesting to see. We might see some upsets there, and hopefully we won't get upset ourselves, because right now we're number 1 in our division, so that would be very helpful if we can stay in the highest position possible. And Elf is going to try and do that for us right now as we enter game number 2. If we win this once again, we will get the first point of 3 that we need to win this game. Alright, here we go, switch to Greninja from Pima High School, and Elf stays as a casual Lucas player. I mean, we don't have any, like, common secondaries. Like, all of us can play a different character, we have in the past, but we usually stick to our primary, and for Elf that is Lucas, and that, speaking of Lucas, we are getting a lot of percent going here for Elf already. Without taking any percent, he's already dealt 69.3 to this Greninja player, and it could have been more right there, and it still is more, sending Greninja back off stage for, I think, the 4th time in this game so far. Elf making it back to the stage there, barely actually, because he almost bumped on the platform there. And Greninja finally gets the first hit of damage. As I was about to say, as we enter back in neutral, but that reflector will send Greninja flying off that stage into the blast zone, losing his first stock. Greninja is now back to the corner inside the set. It looks like Elf has a very favorable outcome going so far, but the Greninja player not able to do anything about it. Elf already getting 60% on this Greninja player. And the Pika Thunder will not quite do it yet for this stock, but Greninja has now entered the critical percent, courtesy of Elf and his Lucas. Oh, a little bit more lag going on. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, a little bit more lag, but that's okay. We are back now, and I think that might be on their end, but because we have Ethernet connected, but doesn't really matter because in the end we are actually inside the lead here. We have a 1-3 stock lead here inside this game number 2, and Elf is making even more. Almost gets the spike, and the stage spike saves the Greninja sadly though. Actually, no, he doesn't save the Greninja, and the Greninja misses the recovery, and the Greninja will SC, and that wins Elf this set number 1. Congratulations to Elf. Alright, so with that victory from Elf, it looks like once again he's forcing me to go up already. Because dude, I like to sit back here and watch that game number 1 go as long as possible, but this time Elf was like, nope, you're up. So I will be up now, and wish me luck as I play against the second player of this varsity team.
Choose your fighter. Young Link. game. Blue team wins.
are in a somewhat swift 2-0 for me. A little bit of a rocky start there against the Rob. There was a little bit of lag coming through during the game, but thankfully I was able to still pull out the win. And now the ball is in the court of our very own Mr. Also to close out this game number 5, which would make us 6-0 because we did. Okay, that's confusing. All right. Anyway, so Mr. Also is up now, our very own Pac-Man player. And Smashville has been banned. Mr. also has banned Smashville for his first stage. And oh my gosh, Mr. also is facing a Cineroar. You know, I've been getting used to typing Incineroar this year. There's a lot more Incineroars this year. We have a very own Incineroar on our team, a very own Green Ghost who's playing in our JV match right now. And then we also have a bunch of other different Incineroar players that we've seen throughout these games so far. So it's very nice to see some Incineroar players coming through here, especially Incineroar being a lower tier character in this game. But alright, wait, what should we choose? Alright, we chose Small Battlefield for this game number 1 of set number 3. And Mr. Elf is looking to get the Swift 2-0 just like me and Elf, so we will see if he'll be able to. And Incineroar versus Mr. Elf's Pac-Man, we will see this matchup commencing right about now. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Mr. Elf is feeling our pain here a little bit with this lag coming through, but hopefully he will be able to go past that. Right now, it looks like he's doing that very well. Incineroar SDing on his first knock already. Mr. Elsa does not care about the lag, it looks like. It's forcing Incineroar to SD immediately. But Incineroar looking for some spikes here, trying to get that early stock back once again. Mr. also watching out for that revenge attack. That would have been very dangerous, but Incineroar able to dodge a Galaxian. That is a critical moment there for Incineroar to dodge that Galaxian. But Mr. also getting that percent no matter what it looks like. Oh, that was really scary. It looks like Mr. also DI'd in though, and he was able to survive that attack. Incineroar looking for that revenge and SDs again. The Incineroar player SDs for the second time. Mr. Elsa has barely even had to do anything so far. Incineroar just winning the game for him. Oh no. Oh, I feel the pain. I feel like I'm lagging out as I'm commentating. What the heck? Alright, double revenge charge up here for Incineroar. This next move will kill Mr. Elsa or do a lot of damage like that forward air. I thought Incineroar's going to go for a little bit of a deadlier move there, but Incineroar does not. But those high recoveries are catching him right now. What is going on? There's so much revenge going on. What? Through the trampoline! This Incineroar spikes through the trampoline. That makes 0 sense, but it looks like Mr. Elsa not passing geometry. You'll definitely have to talk to Coach Russell about that because he misses that side B angle, but he's making it back a little bit here with the percent that he's doing to this Incineroar player. Although he's lost his first stock against Incineroar, Mr. Elsa getting Incineroar to 126%, which is critical here. And Rocky, oh, I thought Rocky was about to do it. I'm like, that is going to be the craziest kill of all time. But it looks like Incineroar will not be able to make it back to the stage due to Mr. Elsa's great edge guard. And Mr. Elsa, in the swift 1 minute and 58 seconds, will take game number 1. Alright. Mr. Elsa in the driver's seat here. Pima High School backed into the corner here. Despite the challenge with the lag here this week, we are able to still get this good victory here. And Mr. Elsa is 1 game away from sealing off the 3-0. Now, in the chance that Mr. Elsa does win this game number 2, we still have our JV game going on, so we might be able to broadcast them today. Depending on my streaming battery, it looks like I'm at 11% right now, so we might hopefully be able to catch a little bit of that. We might be able to catch a little bit of that JV game coming through here if my battery allows. So, Mr. Also, please look quick because I want to catch JV today. Oh, Mr. Game. I don't think Mr. Game Watch is going to finish at the scoreboard, so I might have to Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove the Mr. So Mr. Game & Watch is the character, guys, but it won't fit in our scoreboard. Mr. also didn't make it big enough, so. Alrighty then. But wait, we didn't even ban stages, and it looks like we're.
Go!
What? 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 Okay, sorry, a little bit confusing on the stream, folks. Apparently we didn't ban stages or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but it looks like.
And I just click go.
Oh.
Blue team wins.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get notified the stage, so we're just gonna have a little bit of a scene change here, and we will get going here with game number 2. Wow, this has been kind of a chopped set so far. We have, I don't even know what's going on. We've had a bunch of lag. We've had like weird character bans now, and, like chopped moments. Like I don't know. This is really crazy esports today, guys. So sorry for the little bit of lag here on the stream due to the game delay on their end, but hopefully we are able to solve that. But immediately we see the Game & Watch player getting a better recovery. Hopefully not SD this time. Is this Game & Watch player, and Mr. Elsa will have to lock in here. It looks like Game & Watch actually won that first interaction, but Mr. Elsa has already made it back to that percent, so it doesn't matter too much that this Game & Watch player is in the lead here for a moment. Oh! What? Game & Watch just lets the judge rip, and the judge says that Mr. Elsa is doomed today. So it looks like Mr. Elsa will actually set up this with the deficit, and the raw 9 hammer will kill Mr. Elsa. And what was that, like 30%? Already Mr. Elsa immediately making that stock though. That was kind of crazy actually. What the heck? Alright. Already 50% on Mr. Elsa, but Mr. Elsa quickly making this back. Oh, the lag! The lag making Mr. Elsa get caught by that judge. That would have been really funny if Mr. Elsa died there again by 9 hammer. But thankfully that did not happen, and Mr. Elsa is back in this game here with 89% to the 57. But with the lag, it's going to be hard to come back against this Game & Watch. Alright. I don't even know what to say about this game. This game is so chopped. Mr. Elsa dying at 20% and dying again. Wait, will Mr. Elsa lose the game? Mr. Elsa has to lock in, especially considering that the games come to our tournament permanent records this year. So we have to make sure that we're winning all of these games, and Mr. Elsa might lose. Alright, Mr. Elsa locked in here, getting that forward smash, evening things out is Mr. Elsa. 9% for him right now. And he's finally gotten the lead back for the first time since the 9 hammer incident at the start of the game. 2 minutes have elapsed so far. This Game & Watch player, seeming that they know a couple of combos with Game & Watch here. Getting some nice bomb into forward smash combos here. Getting a bunch of percent from Mr. Elsa is this Game & Watch. But Mr. Elsa answering back, already getting 71% on this Game & Watch player. 81% is still racking up. But remember, just as quickly as Mr. Elsa gains it, it's just as quickly as he can lose the stock to a 90 hammer. So he has to lock in! Oh, Mr. Elsa. Wait, Mr. Elsa! Oh my gosh! He went for judge instead of forward smash. So forward smash might have killed this 3% here. Wait, Mr. Elsa! Mr. Elsa! Bro! Mr. Elsa loses against the Game & Watch player, the unfortunate 9 hammer at the start. No! Mr. Elsa losing his second game of the season. Bro. And that will be another loss on our permanent record, it looks like. That kind of sucks, but alright. Alright. It looks like the Game & Watch Switch was working. That's kind of crazy. Game & Watch Switch getting the win, the first win against this varsity team in 2 games is coming from this Game & Watch from Pima High School. So Mr. Elsa will have to lock in a little bit here. Now, Mr. Elsa didn't hear me when I said that I have only a 10% battery, 5% battery left. So actually, we gotta wrap this thing up quick. So Mr. Elsa, please win, or else the stream might cut off here. So let's lock in here. Alright. Let's see if I can turn to low power mode here. Low power mode. Okay. I'm on low power mode, so hopefully we can conserve this battery as long as possible. Alright, yeah guys, it looks like sadly we will not be able to do a JV show here on the main stage because it looks like my computer will be dying, so the streaming device will not be up anymore. Mr. Alsa picking the bold pick of FD against the likely opponent. That is something that I personally would never do, but Mr. Alsa feeling confident enough to get this victory on Final Destination. We will see if that works out for him here as we enter into this next game against the Game & Watch player. Who will win? Will it be Mr. Alsa getting yet another victory on his record here for this team, or will it be the Game & Watch pulling off the upset, especially after the dominant win against that, or the dominant win on Mr. Alsa against this Game & Watch at the very start of this game. But with 3, 2, 1, let's begin game number 3. The first game number 3 this team has actually seen in a while. Alright, Mr. Alsa playing things a lot more cautiously this time, making sure that the Game & Watch does not get any early sucks like he did last time. And already we see Mr. Alsa doing so much better. But here we go, Game & Watch immediately making all that percent back. And whoa! Oh! I do not feel for Mr. Alsa right now with this lagging here. Oh, right. Mr. Game & Watch can just smash in that situation. Mr. Alsa cannot do anything. Mr. Alsa finding himself in a deficit here, but he is able to get that hydrant off. And with the bell in hand, here goes Mr. Alsa. But oh my gosh, a force match. Mr. Alsa is a critical percent, actually not in the lead against this Game & Watch player right now. And the bell hitting Mr. Alsa and setting him, Mr. Game & Watch once again having this lead right now. Wow, this is honestly really shocking. I didn't think that this Game & Watch player would do that good, but it looks like this Game & Watch player is kind of clutching up for this varsity team here. But here comes a key from Mr. Alsa, and it doesn't even need it. He reads that down here with a forward smash, getting a 3-2 lead against this Game & Watch player. Alright, here goes Mr. Alsa with the extra credit. But the hydrant, running into the hydrant. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. I want Mr. Alsa with this so bad, but it looks like this Game & Watch player is getting a lot of percent quick, but Mr. Alsa pulling away with this lead here inside this game period. Alright, things are looking very good here for Mr. Alsa and Grim for this Game & Watch player. Mr. Alsa catching all of these different options. Key connects. Oh, but that raw force match will get that second stock against Mr. Alsa. Mr. Game & Watch here getting this second stock here. But Mr. Alsa will also follow up by getting the second stock as well. With a 2-1 lead is Mr. Alsa right now. But remember, just as quickly as he got this lead, things can turn around very fast. Is that to that 9 hammer? But Mr. Game & Watch using that reflector to his advantage actually. That was very smart from that Mr. Game & Watch player. But Mr. Alsa trying to get as much extra credit as possible, which he is very successful doing right now. Already getting 38%, but he has taken 60% himself. Here we go for Mr. Alsa, getting 66% of this Game & Watch and extending this lead. He is taking the lead in percent here for a moment actually, but the difference is that he has an extra stock at his disposal. Mr. Alsa winning to the SD from the Game & Watch, actually gets pushed off by the hydrant. And Mr. Alsa, a little bit of a scary situation there, but he is able to get that victory and win that game number 3. Alright. There you go. A 3-0 victory once again for the team. Almost a flawless victory, but sadly Mr. Alsa losing that critical situation there on that second game against the Game & Watch player. But overall, though, a pretty successful day for our team. A little bit of lag, so sorry about that on the viewer end of things. But we will hopefully get back to a cleaner match next week. Now, JV's up right now. Wish JV luck, but I'm going to end things off before my computer dies. So I will see you guys. And actually, no. Next stream is going to be on Monday. What day is it? 24th, I'm pretty sure. But Monday the 24th or something like that. I might send out a community post just for an update. But I'm pretty sure Monday the 24th, and we'll be starting at 4 p.m. for a triple week game. That will be 3 games in 1 week. So I'm excited to see you guys for that. So this also cutting me off here with the Elgato no signal screen. So I'm gonna end things off here. So thank you guys for watching.